Burmese has a great culture of poetry and writing. I used to love the expression and the imagery in poetry. And then, yeah, so I started writing poetry, like a stanza, a couplet, in my grade 8. And in the very beginning, I used to write in Burmese. And in my high school, and I used to read some English poetry, poems by, Tina Rossetti, Longfellow, Shakespeare, and Rabindranath Tagore influenced me in my student life. My grandfather used to sing Rohingya lullabies, and the folk tale when I was a kid. He used to take me, in on his lap, and he used to sing me, the Rohingya traditional folk song and folk tale. And one of my friends introduced me to a Burmese magazine called the Best English Magazine. And there's section for poems in Burmese, or in English. I sent a couple of my poems to the magazine. It is based in Yangon, and there was no internet. And I sent an envelope, put in my 2 poems inside the envelope, and it took 15 days from my hometown to Yangon in September 2019. And I was reading the magazine. It is a monthly issued magazine, and then I was scanning every single page of the magazine just to find out if my poem is published. And then suddenly I noticed my name printed in a Burmese magazine, and then I feel like I was existed. The government doesn't recognize my existence, but my name is printed, my poem is published in a Burmese magazine, and that changed my life. Yeah, it was the turning point. Before 2012 violence, I used to write mostly friendship, love, nature. And after the violence in June 2012, the situation has changed remarkably, and I personally witnessed, discrimination, persecution, and restriction, and sometimes beating, torture, at checkposts. And then I started writing poems, on my life experience, on the scenario that I witnessed in my neighbor. For me, writing is, my existence, is my identity. When my government doesn't recognize my existence in the wall of writing, and no one can touch me, and there is no fear